Fighting out of the blue Hatfield corner, wearing black with white letters. Fighting legend from Pomona, California, the 3-division, 6-time champion of the world, Sugar Shane Mosley. And fighting out of the red McCoy's corner, wearing black with yellow, officially weighing also 154 pounds. From Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, the reigning, defending, undefeated WBC Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Saul Canelo
rounds, obey my commands, good luck, touch glove, let's go to work. Jay.
The black and gold shoes, Shane Mosley has the white shoes. Here we go, round 1, scheduled for 12. Shane starts out with the first touch. Mosley to the right of your screen, Canelo Alvarez to the left. Sort of feeling out the great future Hall of Famer right now is Canelo Alvarez. And you get Mosley to step with it. So you get a guy to step with your feint, you can drop a big shot on him in a hurry.
It's also a big sign of respect from Mosley to Alvarez.
Alvarez hasn't thrown a punch yet. In a minute and then some is gone. This is his first jab. Well, he's thrown about 4 punches and 3 of them landed, including, look at that shot there, the half uppercut. It's like what they call a slur for baseball. It's a half left hand. I mean, the guy can throw it very, very well. Uppercut and hook.
Mosley stepping to his left after the jab. Alvarez can shuffle a little over to his right and cut Mosley off. He can drop a big right hand in there.
That's just what he's doing. So Canelo now knows that his hand speed is superior to that of Shane. I mean, Shane in his prime, his hand speed was phenomenal. So just keep touching him. You're doing fine, and he did fine in the first round. Shane right back to it again. Standing sort of straight up against this guy, isn't he?
And the interesting thing is, why would the younger guy not want to fight the whole round going against the 40-year-old guy? Because Alvarez would like to make Mosley use his legs to tire Mosley out over the course of the fight. So that's a reverse of a standard idea being put forth here. And Mosley is acting on that advice from Governor Z.
And it's not that Alvarez is doing nothing, it's that he's trying to position this guy and maneuver him so he can see how he'll react. There's more to this than meets the madness. Then we see him test the uppercuts at the first time. Back up there. Canelo's got his hands high, so when Shane's getting through, he's getting a lot of the glove too. Shane downstairs, back upstairs. He sat down on that punch. Alvarez, for the time being, realizes he's in with a good one. Alvarez is fully warmed up now.
Stop!
He's puffing beside both of his cheeks. Inside of 10 seconds to go in the second round. It's an Alvarez round suddenly. It's split in the last half of this minute. His expression totally changed. Here we go, round 3. Interesting fight. Canelo Alvarez, the world champion, 39-0. This is for the WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the world. President of the WBC, Jose Suleiman, across the way. Always nice to see Jose at a fight. There's Shane getting through the hook, and then there's that uppercut with the right side. So here's the left half hook uppercut and a strong right uppercut.
Getting Mosley to come in and commit, and he's scoring with the hooks, and he's scoring with the uppercuts. We've even seen some good jabbing by Alvarez in this round.
Never low.
And what you're also going to see, being Mosley, if there's any chance at all, and open it, he'll jump on it.
Well, that left hook that Alvarez just missed there, you could see with how much power he throws it, almost took him off his own feet when it didn't catch the chin of Shane Mosley. There's a stiff jab. I can't tell how bad the cut is, but it's not good anytime you cut that high. You recall Alvarez being cut up before you did?
No.
stiff jab by Alvarez on the inside. Their heads come together because of their style of fighting. Chopping right in, just grazes the left jaw of the former five-time world champion Shane Mosley. Here we go to round number 4. You know, there's a unique rule in the WBC, Dave, when in a championship fight a guy gets cut. The guy who gets cut actually picks up a point because the guy who doesn't get cut loses a point, which means that could be as much as a 10-8 round in favor of Alvarez. You got to remember that rule if it comes very close at the end.
It's important and it has good justification here because it was Mosley who was responsible for that. So there's a benefit for Alvarez. The other thing is they've got to make sure they get outside of this round.
Shane's right cheekbone is really puffed up. Neither fighter has been down. Go ahead, sorry, Dave.
He's willing to pay the price to get in and force the fight on Canelo. And the price is that puffy cheek.
Closing seconds now, the 4th round. This has become a very interesting fight. Championship boxing. Saul Canelo Alvarez slightly out in front in this fight over Shane Mosley. Mosley has come to fight for the WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the world at 154 pounds. We had a cut in the eyebrow of Alvarez by a headbutt back in the 3rd round, which might have given him a 10-8 round, depending if they're invoking this WBC cut rule, which they would do. I don't know any reason why they wouldn't. That's the rule in the WBC. A lot of people forget it.
Not only the best fighter he's been in, but this looks like shades of the old Shane Mosley here. So Alvarez is growing if he's able to knock out this guy because Mosley's come to fight.
Well, this is the point where he picks it up. It was in the 5th round when he stopped Plymouth sit-down in Mexico City in his last fight. And Alvarez has turned it up a notch. I might mention with that cut over his left eye, the corner's done a nice job. Good body shot. Tonight, it means another multi-million-dollar payday for him on another Mayweather card, maybe in the fall or early winter, as opposed to losing and probably retiring. It's pretty close. Going to the second half of the fight. This is round number 6 at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. I'm the Colonel Bob Sherman, Dave Bontempo. Our principals in there. To the right of your screen, Saul Canelo Alvarez, the reigning champ at 39-0. He's taking on one of the pound-for-pound greatest fighters in the last decade, and Shane Mosley, who's 46-7. 6-time world champion in 3 weight divisions. A sure first ballot Hall of Fame. And he's come to make the case for himself to win this fight from the
upper hand, but this has been an excellent Mosley. An intense Mosley. Really separated. He's at the big shot. Canelo delayed that and changed the direction of the fight. A little better than Mosley can.
Yes, for sure. The heavier blows are landing up the hands, the thunderous hands of Saul Canelo Alvarez.
Into the path of that left hook to the body by Alvarez.
Now Alvarez has been involved in a couple of close rounds the last couple of rounds, but he's certainly winning this round with 13, 12, 11 seconds to go. Nice round for Alvarez, but as I say that, I see the blood begin to trickle down. And that's why the fights are so important for this fight time. All right, here we go, round number 7. Las Vegas, MGM Grand Garden Arena. Canelo Alvarez slightly out in front of my score sheet against Shane Mosley. Alvarez taking some time off here, but he shows his strength by pushing Mosley back.
He looks a little tired after everything he expended in the last round and having a dominant round against Mosley. Mosley continues to press forward with a ton of confidence. And for Alvarez, he should time an uppercut on Mosley coming in because Mosley is right for it.
And just as you said it, Dave, you couldn't see it because Jay Newton was standing right in front of you. But there was a right uppercut and a left uppercut, just as you were saying it. He's really starting to chop up Shane, and Shane has a really beaten look in his face right now, and his legs are a little bit jellied in the knees.
Well, this has been a terrific pace of this. Awesome fight, the way these guys have both brought their A game.
Blood begins to trickle from the left eye of Canelo Alvarez. He comes that uppercut. Look at the hand speed of Alvarez in the punch. Mosley taking the shots, getting his head bounced back by perhaps the last of the great champion, but he could still pull an upset.
The jab, the straight right hand.
All right, here we go, round number 8 at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. This is getting tough and it's getting interesting, and it's a lot closer than we thought it would be if we got to the 8th round of this fight. Alvarez is out in front in the fight, but Shane is in the fight. Seeing Richardson, I think, was trying to juice Shane up. I don't think that in any way he thought that Mosley won the last round, but he wants Mosley to fight for the full 3 minutes of every round and try to keep pressure on this guy, Alvarez. Alvarez can work off the ropes as Shane grabs onto his hands. Alvarez is an extraordinarily young fighter. And he's giving it all he's got too, and it's taking all he's got because of the experience of Mosley. And Mosley is certainly motivated, thinking it might be his last fight in his career, and he got himself in great shape for this fight. Missing the shot.
Watch your head, Shane!
Alvarez, you know something? I think Mosley going to win that round.
They have.
I mean, I know there were shoe-shining punches. This is round 9, MGM Grand Garden Arena. Along with Dave Bontempo on the Colonel Bob Sheridan. The guy facing with the red hair, yellow trim and the black trunks, with his back to you now, is Canelo Alvarez. Look at Shane Mosley, chain in front of his trunks. And of course, there's a lot of fatigue factor about Alvarez because neither one of these guys has stopped running. The mere fact that a 40-year-old athlete can sustain the kind of pressure he's trying to keep on Alvarez, to me, is absolutely phenomenal. Both the eyes of Sugar Shane are almost shut. He hasn't been cut, but Alvarez has. Going back to the third round, his corner's done a great job. Jay Nady has done a terrific job throughout, trying to keep it nice and clean, warning them about their heads. There's Alvarez on the assault now, trying to land some heavy stuff. Catches him upstairs. Shane says, I'm okay, which usually an indication he got hurt.
There was the left hook right in front of us a few moments ago that changed that. There was 2 quick jabs and then a hook to the body by Alvarez, and it was a telling blow. He hurt Mosley with that.
Yeah, he looks like he's breaking Mosley down right now with 47 seconds to go in the 9th round. All right, here we go. This is the 10th round. It's not the 10th and final round. This is a 12-round WBC Super Welterweight battle. And Shane Mosley has come and made a good account of himself, but Alvarez is out in front of the fight. Alvarez feints and Shane stands in front of him. Who can get a good, strong second win? Alvarez goes back to the 3rd round by an accidental headbutt. But at this stage of the fight, no matter what happens, it goes to the scorecard. And it's a half hook, and then it should be described as a cross, but it had that hooking arm to it.
Mosley finally starting to show a little bit of fatigue with the arm punches. They're lagging just a little. And that's why he walked into that left hook by Alvarez right here. With the pace these guys have set, 40-year-old guy, Mosley trying to turn back time, but he left his punches out there, and Alvarez caught him.
23 years of age that he is. He's 39-0, looking for his 40th win at age 23 and defend his title for the 3rd time. All right, this is round number 11. And, oh, big left hook that time by Canelo. Alvarez didn't shift to get a body shot through to Alvarez, and he does, but Alvarez is walking away from him. There's no damage done. This is Alvarez with the legs planted bobs. Now tries to set up and then another body shot. And his idea with shoe-shine punches really hits the beat to the head of Sugar Shane. And Shane's face looks like he could throw a meat grinder right now. He's not cut, but he's really puffed up.
enjoyed some power punch fun in this round. Mosley landed some good right hands, and he forced Canelo to actually go lefty for a second and then square up.
No matter how this comes out, Mosley came here in the best possible condition a 40-year-old man to be in. This is absolutely sensational stuff. I mean, Bernard Hopkins fought at 40 years old at this level, but this is just, I mean, you're talking about the best fighters in the world in the history of boxing. Canelo opens up with a good, solid left hook to the right side of that Shane, and Shane's head is really puffed up. Canelo, as you know, has been cut going back to the third round, but it's not trickling just yet.
Back.
Jay trying to keep those heads apart in this final round. Shane cracks him with the right hand. The jab in the face of Canelo. I agree with you, Dave. I think Canelo should just put his ears back, let his youth take over, and let fly together. But it's been a clean fight. Most of the return less than clean stuff has been accidental in terms of low blows and the heads coming together. Shane comes in, and in a minute 22 seconds, Alvarez must up a final flurry to make it definitive here.
To become a totally great fighter over the course of time, you need tests like this. And for Alvarez, this is the most speed, the most style, the most savvy that any opponent ever gave him. And he was forced to grow throughout this fight.
That cuts opened up bad now on the left eye of Alvarez, and he's just about to be able to finish the fight. Is Alvarez coming on? You hit the reaction they predominantly make to the crowd as Alvarez does come on now.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of championship boxing, we go to the scorecards here at the MGM Grand. Glenn Trowbridge, 119-109 to the winner by unanimous decision. Still undefeated and still WBC Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Saul Canelo